is a mental power, ability to use the mind. Okay. Enlightenment is detachment from the mind. So how they can exist together?
They can use it but be detached.
No. Enlightenment is the final stage of enlightenment. It will be no mind state. There will be nothing to focus on the mind. Okay. So Siddhi is.
For a cause also they will not use. For
No.
some cause, enlightened cause.
So see, for them there is no cause or nothing. So that, for example, Ramana Maharshi, if you ask Ramana Maharshi says some miracles used to happen in Ramana Maharshi's presence. Ramana Maharshi says, I don't know. It happens in my presence. Possible. It's like sun, in the presence of sun, some plant grows, some animals live. Sun says, I don't know. I am just giving light. So enlightened being has nothing to do with the world in that sense. He is that. Okay. In his presence, something may happen, but he will not claim that I did it.
No, he will not claim fine, but it's not about his claiming. It's about
No, people say it's happened because of this enlightened person, but enlightened person is not a person.
what is exactly happening there in his presence.
So in his presence, the people's faith gets amplified. Faith. So in that amplified faith, something else happen. Okay. He is just his presence. The people have an increased faith, strengthened faith. In that strengthened faith, something will happen in their lives. So that's why it is not the enlightened person does something, it is the faith which does something. Right? The faith is responsible for that. Now faith is yours, not his. But his presence amplifies your faith. You may not have the faith in somebody else, somewhere else. And that faith is what does the miracles in their life. Now miracles are two types. One is psychological and another is physical. Psychologically is actually improvement happens in your life, mind becomes peaceful. That's psychological. Physically some object coming, something happening. Okay. So there are other things. Now I won't say it doesn't happen. I won't say it's rule out that. It may be possible that some physical miracles also happen. Okay. Because the whole world is a connected one. This deep level, it's interconnected. So something affects something and something happens in physical level. Okay. But enlightened person himself per se, he will never say that I have done something. Because he has nothing to do.
So these people who are like showing these miracles, they are really actually curing people. Because I've seen people coming onto the stage on wheelchair and walking down. So these physical miracles, so it has nothing to do with their enlightenment.
The miracle of somebody getting cured is because of the faith of that person. So the the faith is enhanced in the presence of such a person, enlightened person. It is the faith which cures, not the person who cures. Because our body and mind are affected by our beliefs, our thoughts.
But what is blessing? Blessing?
The presence of such a person is a blessing. Because you won't have faith in anybody, right? You won't have anything. Can you develop faith in something else? So such a person.
But without faith also, if the person is blessed, the thing will happen with that person, na?
That when the person is blessed means he should be able to receive it, no? Without receiving what blessing will be there?
Curse will happen, no?
Curse also. What way enlightenment will curse somebody?
But that also faith is not required, no?
No, he doesn't curse, no. He will never curse. Why should he somebody else?
No, I'm telling, like faith works, blessing also works.
The blessing works. Ultimately, it is the recipient of the blessing who says blessing works, no? Somebody who is not doesn't have faith. Something may happen in his life. He says, I don't know. It happened. It's luck. He'll say.
So that is luck.
That he'll say luck. Okay. The blessing of an enlightened person is his presence and his teaching. That brings the clarity and peace in somebody's life. If you are able to receive it. The miracles, an enlightened person doesn't do any miracles because he's not a doer. He has detached from the body-mind complex. Now, when the body-mind complex is there, then there is a doing. Right?
No, the physical miracle, like creating objects.
I don't know how it happens. I don't know the mechanism of that. If I knew that,
Some
I knew that, I would have taken retirement very early. Not the technology.
But if you want, you can also do miracles.
If I want, I can do. I wish I can do miracles, but I can't do because I don't have the ability.
And
So they are at what level? I mean, what are they? Do they come under just people with some siddhi powers or?
No, Siddhi doesn't require any enlightenment. Okay, whether enlightened will have a Siddhi, enlightened will never claim that he has a Siddhi because he is not a body or mind or intellect. The Siddhi is related to the mind.
So if faith works, it's completely dependent on the person. That person may not be enlightened. That person may not have anything, but still he may be a normal. But I think him as a god. So then it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yes.
Even if he's a normal person.
Because
enlightened person will not bless also. Blessing will happen.
enlightened person's presence is a blessing. Presence itself is a blessing. Like sun's presence is a blessing.
That's what I'm telling. He won't bless also. His presence is a blessing.
Correct.
That's all.
His presence is a blessing. And his blessing is his teaching, which brings a clarity and peace.
Most of the people doesn't want teaching, na? They want solutions to their problems.
Those teachings will give the solution.
Teaching is the blessing. Right?
So avadhutas, avataras, and these regular people, I would call them,
What are regular people?
who do all the miraculous stuff.
See, there are 4 categories. Okay, Brahmavid, Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, Brahmavarishta. There are 4 categories of enlightened people. Enlightened people behavior. Now, from the inside perspective of enlightened person, okay, from the enlightened person's perspective, all of them are wise. This, the knowledge, the inner understanding is same for all the 4 categories. There is no difference. But their behavior, external behavior changes, and people say, oh, this guy is great and this guy is not great, because the external behavior is different. What is the external behavior depends on? That depends on the prarabdha karma, the vehicle which is there, which was this thing. For example, I told Ramakrishna Paramahansa had a very pure vehicle. Like the vehicle, which is the body mind, body complex, which makes a difference in 4 categories. Okay. So Brahmavid is a person who is a knower of Brahman, a realized person, but he will not, nobody will know that he is a sort of a realized. There's no difference in his behavior. Okay, he can be a king, he can be working in the working, he can be painter or musician, whatever is that. Nobody will know what he is, except that he is peaceful and he may bring peace to other people. The example for this was, one good example was Krishna. Krishna was completely active in life. Okay, anything he was active, whether it's music, dance, love, politics, war, teaching, everywhere he was active. Right? There's no distinct, the people will not know. I mean, the people who know Krishna may say something about him, but otherwise the people, he is like a great human being. Okay, so that is one category. It's called Brahmavid. But people call Krishna as Avatara also. Okay, because Krishna himself said, I am Avatara. I am this thing. The reason for Avatar is somebody who is showing that high wisdom, great abilities by birth. It's not that they have learned somewhere in between. Krishna was such person. So that's why he's called Avatar. By very early childhood. Right? It's not learned. It's not by practice. That's called Avatar. So if it is not Avatar, somebody has realized in between, but then he lives a life which is very, very normal from the other people's perspective. such a person knows internally wisdom, he has wisdom, it's called Brahmavid. Now, then next comes Brahmavara. Brahmavara means somebody who is more detached and he is not able to mix socially. So society will become out, little bit out, separate out. So it's called Brahmavara. Okay. So now, Brahmavara example, probably Vidura. Example of Vidura at the time. Then comes Brahmavarenya. Brahmavarenya, what happens is, for him it's difficult to do any function in the society. For most of his survival living, he may have to go and beg food. That ability he will have, like Buddha. Okay. So then another category comes Brahmavarishta. Brahmavarishta means he becomes like a child. Okay, Baba Nityananda. Right? He is not able to function. So then people have to come and give something to him. People will do and come and give. They'll feed. They'll give some clothing. So it's called Brahmavarishta because he completely becomes like a innocent child. Brahmavarishta. Now in these Brahmavid, Brahmavara, Brahmavarenya, Brahmavarishta, the difference is in the vehicle, the prarabdha karma, not in the jnana, wisdom. Right? Brahmavarishta example is also this guy, Shukadeva. Shukadeva is this Vyasa Maharshi's son. Vyasa Maharshi was Brahmavid, whereas Shukadeva was Brahmavarishta. So what happens is that for him, he didn't even know that he has a body. He doesn't wear clothes, just walks naked. People, from any other country, people will say such a person is a mad person. But India, the people respect him as a Brahmavarishta, great person. Right? So now, typically, all these Avadhutas fall into category of Brahmavarishta. They will not have that sense of body, eat whatever is possible. Right?
Where does this person fall in?
Who?
Those whom I started talking.
No, that people say he is an avatar, no? Because since childhood he was. So it doesn't mean that an enlightened person cannot do miracles. Possibly they can do miracles. Okay, but typically enlightened person gives up all the powers of the mind also. No, I didn't say mind. So something happens in his presence.
Problem here is which stage of enlightenment we are speaking. There are also stages of enlightenment. No?
What are the stages of enlightenment?
No, like here only it is speaking in Brahmakara Vritti, the person will be.
That's Saguna Brahma. Brahmakara Vritti is Saguna Brahma. It's not full.
That is also enlightenment or.
That's not full enlightenment.
No, like I is there, but he has experienced oneness.
Okay. So now here, there's another stage. It's not full enlightenment, lower. What?
Is that zero or one?
No, I'm saying the enlightenment is actually full. When I speak of enlightenment, full liberation.
Yeah.
There's another stage which we say, so it's Saguna Brahma realization. There they show a lot of miracles. So because they experience God, the ego is there, the oneness with the God is there, then there are a lot of miracles because mind is also active.
There is a will to do it.
There's a will to do a miracle.
That when you are talking is it is liberation.
Liberation.
Final liberation where there is no mind, no I. But here what these people are, they are in the various stages of enlightenment. They
These
are.
people have left the body doing all this. It means they haven't attained final liberation.
I mean, I won't comment on the liberation. What I'm saying is, there is one stage where typically this, what they call as the God consciousness. Then a lot of miracles happen because that's ego sense is there. Then you are connected with the universe, so many things will happen. Miracles will happen.
Have you experienced that when you were experiencing
All
All 7 courses. But actually again, even the person who is liberated can come and walk through all these 7 days of
No, he will not come back.
So what?
If you have gone to final stage,
He
then
will not come back. Only next before that he can walk through till that.
Yeah.
He will purposely hold that or still I want to do some work and do all these things.
No, 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 not because purposely old. It's not that he is not able to, he has not gone to next level at all. Next level, if you go, you can't come back.
Then Buddha?
Buddha was liberated, no? Liberated.
Completely.
Buddha never did any miracles. But Buddhists say Buddha did so many miracles. Buddha, somebody came to Buddha and saved my life, the person's life, that this lady, no? So Buddha didn't do that. But whereas Buddhism is full of miracles of Buddha.
These people created stories.
Ramakrishna Paramhans also never done.
That's what I'm saying. Miracles happen in the presence of those people.
Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he was in Sakuna Brahma for so many years. No, during that time miracles have happened, but when he went to that,
No, even in Nirguna Brahma, people say miracles happen because of
that
Ramakrishna
time
Paramahamsa.
happened. But before that,
No, from his perspective, they happen. Okay? For other people's perspective, it's because of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Like that they'll say.
anyway, it is out of our mind.
So what is the importance of miracles?
Faith creates faith.
Is miracles create faith or faith creates miracles? Huh? Miracles create faith or faith creates miracles?
That's the problem. Like people like my brother will say, ask him to do something so that I'll get faith. How can I get faith right away?
So his question of faith is related to miracles. So then his understanding of spirituality is very different from my understanding of spirituality. My understanding of spirituality is actually peace. Okay? Bringing peace into your life, changing your life for better is miracle. That's the greatest miracle. Changing the heart of human being is the greatest miracle. So, but for somebody, changing the body of somebody is a great miracle.
Because at that point of time, at that stage in their life, you can't change the heart. But somebody else's life will completely change if you change body of some person who is dying. So not only my brother, a lot of people is faith happens when some miracle.
Please talk. Then will they get that kind of master?
Faith.
Faith is again English term.
Ah. What
I
else?
asked if such people will they get such masters who will perform miracles or not.
I don't know. What is Shraddha? In Sanskrit, the Shraddha has a word called Dha. Dha. Dha means buddhi. Anything in life starts with a belief. Alright? Without belief, nothing will start. No possible movement is possible in life. So, for example, we are going to Kerala. So, there is a belief that there is a place where we can have some nice experience. So, belief is the starting point of any journey in life. Okay, belief gives us a direction to move. What is belief? Belief is taking something for granted, something to be true, without verifying it. Now, for example, somebody wants to go on top of Himalayas. That means he has to believe that there is something called Himalaya, otherwise he will never move. So, belief is the beginning point. No. Faith and belief, I'll tell you difference. No. Belief is taking something for granted. That's called belief. Belief, some things are assumed. Okay, so that is the starting point. Belief is a common starting point for anybody in life. Right? Whereas a faith is a higher order of belief. The difference between faith and belief is, I'll tell you. In the belief, you are not verified something. You take it to be true. But then because you are not verified, always you have some doubt about it. Is it possible or not possible? The mind is not settled. Mind has something lack of clarity because you are not verified. Okay. So let's say that somebody believes in God. In certain circumstances, oh, is there God or not? Okay. That question will come because there is no doubts are there, right? There is another order of belief called trust. Trust is something which you are born with. Trust is not given to by somebody. Trust is inherent in you. There are some things which you trust. For example, the child trusts the mother. The moment child is born, the child also has fear of survival. But it is able to drink the milk of the mother without even bothering. So what happens is that there is a trust inherently. Okay, when we get up, we keep our feet on the ground and walk. We know that there is a gravity which will take care of us. That's a trust. Trust is existential. Belief is given by the society, environment. Belief you pick up. Belief in God, belief in religion, belief in some things you pick up. Okay, what you pick up, always there will be always a scope for doubt. Now the faith comes into picture. Faith is where you have done your best. You have verified the assumptions, some of them to the best of your ability. So there is no longer any doubt possible in your mind.
Faith is blind faith.
No. The blind faith I am not speaking of. I am speaking of real faith, Shraddha.
But in religion, people have faith or belief actually.
These English words.
That is what I'm telling.
That's why I don't want to.
It's not equivalent to Shraddha.
No, I am saying I don't. That's why I am clarifying. What is the closest word I am trying to. So don't. English words are confusing. Shraddha means the has come into picture. You will, using your intellect and using your reasoning, you have verified whatever is possible, so that all the possibilities of doubt have vanished in your mind. So there is no more any doubt. Okay. So it's unshaking belief, I would say. Unshaking belief is called faith. Now the blind faith is actually where you are not verified. Okay. So in that, but you are so foolish to hold on to that. But if you are really intelligent, always there will be some doubts in you, because an intelligent person only can have doubts. A fool will not have doubts. So in blind faith, what happens? That intelligence is suppressed. This is what it is. Okay, that is not Shraddha. Shraddha is an intelligent belief where you have verified all the possibility, eliminate all the pauses, then say this is true. Now this comes especially in the context of a spiritual evolution. Okay, the rest of things, okay, some earning some money and all beliefs, will leave it out. So what is spirituality, spiritual life? Spiritual life is a movement from known to unknown. What is unknown? The self is unknown, Atma is unknown, body is known, the mind is known. From known to unknown, if you have to move, you have to have a trust that there is something, you have to have a faith, you have to have a belief or faith that there is something unknown is there, possible. Now how do you unknown and probably unknowable also? Atma cannot be knowable in the sense of an object. Alright, now to move that from known to unknown is the jump. For taking the jump, you need to have belief definitely, but belief also will have doubt. Oh, is there such thing possible or not? Then you will have to develop faith. How does faith come into picture? First, faith is that, okay, we believe that this person, somebody is a master, he has done that jump, he has realized. So that's one level of belief. Now I don't have any way of verifying it, because there's no way you can verify somebody has made the jump. Then what we'll see, you'll go through scriptures. Scriptures, there are so many historical or rather case studies of so many who have done that, and their lives have changed, and that has affected lives of other people also. So you take a evidence, documentary evidence, and a personal evidence. Based on that, your doubts are gone, and then it's called faith. Then you are ready to go and take the jump. That's called faith. And that faith, a faith where devoid of any doubts, reasonably eliminated through known abilities of the intelligence, is called Shraddha. So that's why in Shraddha in Sanskrit they say Shraddha in Guru and Shraddha in scriptures, Shastra. Because Guru is an individual person. Shastra is a culmination of experience of so many people. So these two together gives a fair amount of confidence in you that this is the path to take. That's called Shraddha.
We are chanting Shraddha Sutra.
Shraddha Sutra.
I asked him tell the meaning, what he means. I searched in the net, there is nowhere meaning. So sometimes if you can talk about the Shraddha Sutra, it is just some
Shraddhaya, what is it?
Shraddhaya Agni Samindhyate.
Shraddhaya Agni-
Samindhyate Hari.
Shraddhaya Agni Samindate. There is actually with faith.
I have the text, shall I do? Just 16
Yeah.
lines are there. 12 lines are there.
When search for something, when you search on Shraddha Facebook profile, that is what we got.
Also in one Upanishad it says that God created himself, Shraddha, and then the world. So Shraddha is equivalent to will, intention also. Because
No, Shraddha-
is there means then whatever I say will manifest.
Shraddha is there means a forward movement will take place.
That's all.
Now I can ask Vishali if I can have Shraddha and then I can go ahead and have a girlfriend named Shraddha.
That's more easy.
Shraddha is not focus or concept.
Shraddha is belief purified
Understanding.
with understanding. Conviction.
This has word to word. Recently downloaded, I not read it also. This has word to word meaning. It has word to word meaning. Tell me why this sutta was created. What was the purpose of creating
No, this sutta is-
and why you should contemplate on it or chant it. Means also the meaning words. No, this is from Veda. All Rig Veda consists of suttas. So we have taken Vedic chanting for 2 periods. In that we have 4 suttas. Shraddha, Nida, Guru, so this is the first sutta we said. I asked that guy the meaning. He doesn't know. Because they just chant. They love they're chanting their teach. I thought I would ask you. This recent I downloaded yesterday, but it has word to word. Even before I didn't get also. Only then you will guess fairly. Okay, Samidhyate, okay, this, okay.
Okay, so basically, I'll tell you overall summary.
One line alone, Guruji. One line translate ಮಾಡಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ ಇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಶ್ರದ್ಧಾ is personified as goddess. Shraddha Devi. Shraddha is in fact in whatever qualities of God we personify. Shraddha is one of the highest qualities of God, highest qualities, a divine quality. Okay, Shraddha only gives this Shraddha, the faith Okay, faith with the faith is nothing but belief with the reasonable conviction. Okay, so that is important for us in spiritual life or any life. So the prayer is to Shraddha, it's okay, glorification of Shraddha. Now Shraddha is also required for rituals. In Vedic cause they used to do Agni. When you offer anything to Agni, so it becomes a mechanical offering. Actually now what we are going to do, that mechanical offering is called ritual. Okay, see people are very say what is this ritual and what. Okay, ritual is something which is mechanical, blindly done. When it is done Shraddha, the ritual becomes uplifting. The faith is required. So when you offer samid, with the samid means that what you offer to Agni with faith, Shraddha. So what is the Shraddha there? Whatever I offer will be Agni Deva will take it to the God. Okay, that is the faith. Agni, I am offering something. Agni is the Agni takes that and offer it to Narayana or supreme reality. So that is the faith. So with that faith when you offer, it reaches that deity. And how did the faith come? Through scriptures, through the master's teachings.
That has done.
No, that's not written. So now, but then they are speaking of the faith itself. The faith itself as goddess. That's the faith itself is. It is not easy for somebody to have the faith. Okay.
You control. No, I'm just seeing
There is
this
an aspect of consciousness. Faith.
Everything is aspect of consciousness only. Shraddha is an uplifting aspect of consciousness.
So there is one goddess by name Shraddha.
No, in India, every aspect of God, every quality of God is called, every aspect of Brahman is given name. The fire is an aspect of Brahman, it's called Agni Deva. Akasha is given another name, like that. Shraddha is one quality of God, it is given a name. See.
That's it. That's the summary of this.
There may be some details about that, but that is the essence.
Copying.
Coffee. Anybody wants coffee?
Wait. Guruji.
Huh?
I have. Anybody else wants? Rahul, you want coffee? Yeah.
Consciousness called Shraddha. Any questions?
Here, they haven't explained the word Shraddha at all. Shraddha. Just the word Shraddha. English word Shraddha. That's it. Guruji, you want biscuit? Emotional and intellectual. So a few people just emotionally okay, I have faith, but intellectually also I should be clarified. This goes to
Belief is intellectual, okay?
Belief is intellectual and faith is.
Both intellectual only. In intellectual, there is unverified intellectual truth is called belief. Verified intellectual truth is called faith.
also when we say students, we should have Shraddha. Students, not in a spiritual perspective. When I say students should have Shraddha, that means some kind of an action is also required there.
Shraddha leads to action. Shraddha itself is not action. Shraddha is a state of mind, state of intellect.
With the students, that's what lead to action means. That's what
Right. Shraddha is the foundation. Enough.
Shraddha about having
Copy,
faith
copy.
in Guru and scriptures, that something like that unknown is there, and to decide to take that path. Give more examples of after taking path, the Shraddha.
After taking path, that
Yeah.
Shraddha.
In the okay, there is something for enlightenment. I should aspire for it. Okay, I have believed that I have faith that there is like that, no doubt. Okay, after choosing also, I mean, give more examples of Shraddha, of verification.
No. See, I'll give you an example of Vivekananda. Okay. So Vivekananda is a very, very intellectual person. He is very sharp, intellectual. He will not take anything for granted easily. Right? Vivekananda was in search for a person who has realized God. Somebody in his college tells him that there is a saint across the river who has realized God. Okay. So then what Vivekananda does, Vivekananda wants to go there. After the college he goes, it's already night, and the river is in floods, the Hooghly river or something. So he crosses that, he swims across the river and reaches at 12 o'clock in the night for the saint's place. It's a hut there. Saint is sitting there. Vivekananda knocks the door and saint opens the door, and somebody who is wet. Yeah. Okay, he asks him to sit. He asks Vivekananda to sit and give him something to dry. Then Vivekananda asks him a question: have you seen God? Okay, now have you seen God? There's a very straightforward question. Now, what will be the answer? A person who has seen God will have a very straightforward answer: yes. But if you don't say these things, then you will try to give some justification. Okay, according to scripture, God is this much and all. Within 2 minutes, Vivekananda understands that this person has no realization. Then he again swims back, goes back. Okay, so that's what happened in case of first this thing. Then his professor in his college, there's a French English professor. He tells Vivekananda that he is a Christian, but then he tells there's one saint in this place, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Ramakrishna, who frequently goes into samadhi, who has realized God. That's what he says. Then what Vivekananda does? Vivekananda wants to meet Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Straight away go there. Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa sees Vivekananda. It's called Narendranath. He says, "Oh, I have been waiting for you a long time." Then he asks Vivekananda, Narendranath, why you have come? Narendranath asks him a question: have you seen God? The Ramakrishna says, yes, I have seen God. I have talked to God like I talked to you. That one answer was very convincing for Vivekananda. Now, then, but still, Vivekananda doesn't take it for granted. Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says to find God, the money, the kanchana, that's a block. Vivekananda wants to test it. So when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had gone to take bath, he keeps some coins below his Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's pillow. And when Ramakrishna Paramahamsa comes and sleeps on the pillow, he feels very uncomfortable and gets up. Okay. Then Vivekananda understands, oh, okay, this person is not just saying about coins, but he is not just about money, but he himself is really follows it. So he tries to verify whether Ramakrishna, whatever he says, he is following it or not. That's one. Okay. Then another day, what happened was Ramakrishna Paramahamsa touches his heart. Then there is a Shaktipat, and Vivekananda starts seeing the divine in everything. So these are things which lead to a strengthening of the faith. After that, faith doesn't get shaken. First is, it tries to verify. First, Vivekananda had a clarity that there is something called God. So that question was not there. But then the person, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, appears to be knowing God, but whether he is following what he preaches is something we verified. Any questions? The heartbeat used to stop. That's all because pranic energy was moving upwards. Prana was getting withdrawn from the body. So they are all called samadhi states. Now whether samadhi state is required for realization? Not required. It's not required. But the samadhi state is what appeals to people. What people see it as a state. Oh, yes. Same questions will be about. What else? The faith becomes a ritual. You can do something with the belief. That's called belief is blind and mechanical. In Shraddha, the total involvement is there because you are already clear, convinced. So then your whole being will participate in that. So Shraddha is a higher order quality of human being. So the praise is for Shraddha because see, anything you glorify, the people will develop that. What is that? Laughing?
Everything is for some side. Only it will be
So the personification possible in Saguna Brahma stage. Anybody? So beyond Nirguna stage, all these things will become irrelevant in Nirguna stage.
That is now irrelevant for us. Why to worry about that? They say no, it's like one who is enlightened, no need to study any books. Until one is enlightened, there is no need to study books because they can't understand the books. But we have to study now. We have to get the Nirguna stage. That is like here. Now our objective is to how to get established in witness consciousness. That happened at one point of time, and then after many years before his death, only then he got enlightened. So why this gap? What is
No,
this,
see,
this faith different from
see,
the faith at that time?
No, faith in enlightenment is something which you develop. Then with him, Vivekananda goes to America, teaches. So where he reads the scriptures, understands it very beautifully. Lot of intellectual, lot of clarity. Scripture you can understand through intellectually,
Yeah.
very deep clarity, and he was able to convince because he was such a strong personality, right?
Yeah.
Very intelligent, very sharp. He was able to do this thing. For himself to get liberated, it took quite some time for him. That happened when 1 year before he died. So then he comes to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa initially itself tells him that your liberation will have to wait until you do my work, until the work of teaching.
No, I'm asking you, was it only a matter of convenience or it was a matter of lack of faith? Because you always
No,
talk
no,
about
no,
enlightened
not faith. No. Even if you have faith only gives you forward movement. Faith sets you. Faith. Okay, now you have belief, right? Belief that there is something we are seeing ashram.
Yeah.
So that's why you have started journey. But your belief will be verified only when you reach that destination. But from that to this thing, 8 hours journey is there. The journey time is the spiritual journey also. There is a time because everything will not happen overnight.
So that is not lack of faith.
No. It's a journey time. The journey itself will have a
It's like a mechanical.
you have a lot of
Okay.
a lot of doubts have to go, a lot of clarity has to come into picture. All those things will happen. That's a journey.
But that day when he developed faith in Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, this was decided. It was only a matter of time before it manifests.
Correct. It is a journey time, no? Journey time. Each person has their own baggages. So those baggages have to clarify, get dropped.
Each person before getting final realization has to do some work on go.
You should do some work. So these are all part of the process of dropping the baggage. Purification.
The faith that he developed in Ramakrishna presence at that time is not surrender.
No, that is surrender. But then that faith and surrender, they all mean synonymous in that some sense. What is faith? Faith is there is a higher order reality. From known to unknown, you can take a jump. So now Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has taken that jump. Okay, he is able to guide me. This is what is surrender. So there are consequences of that. Right?
Initiation is the beginning, liberation is the end. So till then the journey, much has to be done. It depends on each individual's karma.
Some PhD has to PhD ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
One or two PhD.
PhD ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Some money you have to spend all of this. Okay. ಜರ್ನಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಜರ್ನಿಯನ್ನು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. there are a lot of baggage ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಅದೇನೋ ಇರ್ತವೆ.
So the first step is essentially taken. That means it's
Initially he had realization, na Guruji Vivekananda. Then
Initially he had a
Ramakrishna-
demo.